good? This is your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again, always with another one. So apparently, we have 5 women that are, also sisters that are involved in a $1 million scam that's in like multi-state $1 million scam. I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, these women out here really hustling. They getting it. My bad.
So what the French toast is there to think about?
Oh my goodness, man. So yeah, okay, let's check this out. Let's go here now. Let's put these quarters, nickels, and dimes in on the times.
Well, Mary, the sisters are facing decades in prison, each charged with 25 counts, including mail fraud and conspiracy to commit mail fraud. Each of those counts carries a maximum penalty of up to 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
Hey.
Our cameras captured some of the defendants leaving court today.
Hold on. What the hell are these? Stop it. Okay, so these not just regular chicks. Are these Muslim ladies? Wow. Hold on here. Because man, it's okay. It's a never-ending story around here. I don't know if y'all remember that old movie, but yeah, though, it's a never-ending story around here. What is going on here? I thought these women right here was supposed to be such cream of the crop. They stay covered up, keeping their hair. Hey, listen, look, man, don't let nothing shock you in this new age world. Everybody out here doing something dangerous. Real talk. Everybody out here doing something crazy. You can't make this shit up.
Investigators say the sisters would make online purchases shipped to them through FedEx, then request a return. They would then pretend to return the items using self-service kiosks at the post office to scan the return label, which would then get the refund issued, but then not actually return the merchandise. Then they would go ahead and turn around and return the merchandise in person at a brick and mortar store, getting a second fraudulent return.
They would then take the physical items that had been delivered to their homes, and they would travel to different states across the country. We know they went to California, Colorado, Arizona, Florida, Michigan, all over the country to return those in person.
Okay, so let me tell y'all something. I don't know if they was doing this solo by themselves, but this what pimps used to do back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just think that pimps used to just have girls just only selling themselves on the streets. No. They would have their girls very trained to steal items, things like that, return them, all types of stuff like that. And yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, they're running some type of ring around here. I wonder if they doing it solo. Like, okay, it's complicated as hell, but they in the super numbers. Man, they out here getting paid. Now listen, look, I don't suggest nobody do this dumb shit now. Don't do this dumb shit. You see, they got caught the hell up. Hey, my bad. Hold on. Yeah, you see, they got caught up. Listen, look. Okay, your ass out there doing no dumb shit. This is crazy.
In a search warrant, sir, federal agents seized from the sisters about $500,000 in cash, about $500,000 worth of gold jewelry, 5 Teslas, and over $100,000 in merchandise from the victim retailer, which is not named in court documents, but we're told all of the items are activewear from the same retailer. Now, 4 of the 5 sisters appeared in federal court today, pleading not guilty to the charges. They were released home on the promise that they would return to future court dates, and they must.
Hey, hold up. Where that 5th sister at? Where the 5th sister? Is she about to turn state evidence? Hold on. Is she about to turn state evidence? So 4 out of the 5 showed up. So where the 5th went at? Yeah. Okay. All right. Somebody not finna do all this time right here. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of fraud. Somebody is not about to do all that time. It's a leak. It's a weak link in the chain here. I guarantee you.
Surrender their passports. Reporting live in Seattle, Leanne Wynn.
Five sisters now face federal charges for alleged mail fraud. Investigators say they made more than $1 million in fraudulent returns. And I talked to reporter Leanne Wynn about the latest details surrounding this case. All right, Leanne Wynn, thank you for joining us to talk about this story that you've been working on today. And, these are some really serious charges against these five sisters, more than $1 million stolen. What's kind of the backstory here?
Well, the federal government is alleging that they had quite an elaborate mail fraud scheme going on. So what they're saying that these five sisters allegedly did was that they would make online purchases through an online retailer. It was over $1 million worth of activewear over a period of about 2 years. They've been doing this apparently since March of 2022. So what they would do was make the purchase online, then start a return.
I'm confused. So they would rather do fraud like this instead of OnlyFans. Hey, hold on here now. Hold on here. You got to follow me on this. Listen, look, either way it go, all this shit goes against, either way it goes against quote unquote their faith. They're wearing the hijabs now. So let's not just play games here. If that's the case, then like, why are you wearing the hijabs and all this other type of stuff? Why are you carrying yourself like you in a traditional faith like that, but you out here committing fraud? I'm pretty sure that Islam is not look very highly on people doing fraud. I'm just being honest here. I'm pretty sure of that. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy.
And so then when they got the shipping label back for that return, they would go to a self-serve kiosk at a U.S. Postal Service, scan the return label, but not actually return the merchandise. So once they scan that return label, they would automatically get the money for the return, but they wouldn't actually return the merchandise. Then they would go to a brick and mortar store and return the merchandise in person and then get a second return for that same purchase. So what the federal government is alleging is that they did this, defrauded this online retailer for more than $1 million worth of merchandise, again, over the course of 2 years.
So we're talking about a lot of money, and we're talking about some pretty extravagant moves that they did to carry this out. I understand a search warrant was served. What was found with that?
Right. So they served a search warrant last week on multiple different locations, and they were able to seize about $500,000 in cash, about $500,000 in gold jewelry, as well as 5 different Tesla vehicles, and over $100,000 worth of merchandise from the victim retailer.
Man, y'all can't tell me in the 21st century that women ain't becoming the real thugs out here. Seriously. Are you kidding me? So they sitting around with $500,000 in cash, a bunch of Teslas. Of course, 5 Teslas. What they say, let's say those Teslas, of course, are maybe 100,000 to maybe $250,000 a piece. 500 grand worth of jewelry, 500 grand worth of something else they said. But Jesus Christ. Man, hey, listen, look, and then everybody wondering why ain't nobody taking women seriously on this planet no more. Listen, look, man. These women are so far outside their femininity. It's ridiculous, man. You just don't expect women to do this. But at the same time, though, too, it kind of is now. It kind of is what it is nowadays. Women are out here wilding. They're wilding, trying to get this paper. Seriously.
Now, at this point, we don't know who that retailer is, but we do know that all of this was happening at the same store. And yeah, that was just the same one retailer. But the federal government was also telling us that these sisters would make flights to different states to make some of these returns. And that I would assume was just to try and avoid detection. So they were going to making flights to multiple different states, and then doing multiple different returns in that state. And then they would come back home to Washington State.
What happened in court today?
So 4 of the 5 sisters had arraignment and detention hearings in federal court today. They all pleaded not guilty to all of the charges. And they were also released today. The four were released today. Granted, they have to give up their passports. They have certain release conditions that they have to abide by. But four of them were released today with the promise, to appear to their future court dates. And then the fifth one will have her arraignment and detention hearing tomorrow. But most of the hearings have been pretty much going the same way. So I would anticipate the same thing that happened today with the four sisters happening with the fifth tomorrow.
Certainly.
Okay, see, that's the thing right there. So they separated off the fifth one. That's what I'm telling you right there. That's what I'm telling you. So all four of the other so-called sisters, went in at one time, got what they need to get. They had to give up passports, all this and that, woo to woo. Okay, so why did they single out the fifth one? You have to think these things through. So it's something that fifth one up to. I'm telling you right now, somebody about to do some serious time and somebody's not. You can't make this shit up. I'm telling you right now. It's crazy out here, but it is what it is. One of them sisters not about to do no serious time. Somebody about to tell something on somebody else. I'm telling you right now. They don't single out when you get a situation like this where it's that many people involved in one single crime, and then one gets singled out. Like she going to get her own. She going to get her court date separate from the other four that went at one time. Oh hell no! You already know what time that is. Seriously, yo. This is wild right here. Man, this goes to show you never, man, you can't judge a book by its cover. Real talk. You got to read the fucking book out here, people. You got to read the book. Seriously.
You decide fool.
Y'all got to start reading the books out there. Yo, but it is what it is, though, man. Hey, shout out to all my subscribers out there. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure that you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.
Katie, what are you doing? And she's like, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.